Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of school with the Bauers. Here's my assistant today, Wyatt. Wyatt, say hi.
Hi.
Today, we're going to read a couple books, do some math, and I even have a little art project today. So, Wyatt, we're going to wait until a few people join us, okay? So you can go play Legos for a few minutes if you want.
2.
I know. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Jen. Hi, Elizabeth. See, it shows you who's joining right here, who pops up. All right. So, hi, Walker. Hi, Wynn. How are you guys doing? Walker was in my class last year at school. Isn't that cool?
Which one's him?
It says Walker and Wynn are here. Walker was in my class last year. Oh, Samantha's watching.
Oh, I don't.
Samantha from church. Yeah, Sammy. Can you say hi to Samantha?
Hi, Samantha.
Okay, why don't you put your chair right here so you can listen again, okay? Cammy's down practicing piano, so hopefully she'll join us in a little bit. Otherwise, maybe Wyatt, you can teach a little Chinese today.
Why me?
Because Cammy's not here and I don't know any Chinese. Okay, we're just going to wait and see
you?
who else is joining us.
Who is joining us? Oops.
Well, why don't you want to go tell her that we're doing it now and see if she wants to come up?
Cammy, I want to come up. Because we're doing it online.
Oh, Wyatt, your friend Ariel says hi.
Hi, Ariel.
Cammy, can you come up and open the door? Cammy, can you come up and do some Chinese in 20 minutes? Okay. All right, fine. Shut the door. Wyatt's going to do a little Chinese. Thanks, Wyatt. Okay, we're going to get started. So we're going to get started today with Wyatt. You might want to sit over there. You'll probably be able to see better. With a book that's written by a dear friend of mine, Angela Helgrimson. She actually went to, try not to shake this though, remember we talked about that. She actually went to Blaine High School and graduated there just like I did. And I met her through my author journey, but she's local too. So she is a great person and she wrote this book, Nobody Likes a Booger, which I thought is a perfect book for this time right now. Okay, so here we go. I love the little illustrations of all the different Kleenex boxes too.
What if you like a booger?
I don't. Nobody likes a booger. How can that be? Not even a cute little booger like me?
No. You're not that cute.
I'm here when you're sick, even though you yell ick. And whenever you cry, I peek to see why. I love the illustrations in this book. I should read my kids' Old Yeller. You know what? I don't think I've ever read that book all the way through. But nobody likes me here or there, not on a table, not under a chair. Ooh, you don't wipe your boogers under chairs, do you, Wyatt? Not on a finger chasing girls. Not on grandma's fancy pearls. Ooh. Not on a bus. Not on a train. Not even on a super fast jet plane. How'd he get there?
Maybe when it took off.
Oh. Not on the handle of your best friend's bike.
Look.
And not on your neighbor's dog, Spike. Spike's like, dude, that's not cool. Not on the knob of your brother's door. Not on a purple dinosaur. Yeah, don't wipe them on doorknobs or on toys.
Don't wipe them anywhere. Wipe them on a Kleenex.
Yeah. Nobody likes this sad, sad booger. Will you help me turn this booger frown upside down? You will? Then put me in my happy place if I can't stay on your face. Where's his happy place?
Inside a Kleenex.
A tissue is the place to be for a cute little booger like me. Well, Kleenex, we say Kleenex, but that's really a brand. The correct term is tissue. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed at home or if you noticed, Wyatt, but there's Kleenex tissue boxes on almost every page. So I'm going to read the book again, and if you see one, can you point it out? Well, let the kids at home look first, and then you point to it in a couple seconds, okay? All right, so let's start the book again, and at home, look for the tissue boxes or the Kleenex, but we say Kleenex. And Wyatt's going to look for me here, too. Nobody likes a booger. How can that be? Not even a cute little booger like me. I don't see any Kleenex on this page, do you? I'm here even when you're sick, even though you yell, ick. And whenever you cry, I peek to see why. Do you see any Kleenex on these 2 pages? Go ahead, Wyatt. There's one. And there's one. They have Kleenex right there. Do we have Kleenex in our house in a lot of places? We do. But nobody likes me here or there. Look on these 2 pages, Wyatt. No. Not under a chair. Do you see any on these 2 pages? Kleenex. There's some Kleenex. Nobody likes me near or far, not on a swing or a monkey bar. Do you see any tissues on? Oh, they have some in their pocket. That's a good idea. Like if you're going out in public, you can put some tissue or some Kleenex in your pocket. Not on a finger chasing girls, not on grandma's fancy pearls. Do you see any Kleenex on these 2 pages? There's some right there. Grandma has Kleenex, doesn't she? Not on a bus, not on a train, not even on a super fast jet plane. I don't know if there's any tissue on these 2 pages or not. Do you see any, Wyatt?
No.
Oh, what about that? He has some peeking out of his, oh!
And right there.
Yeah, look. What's this?
Tissue.
She's waving us some tissue, maybe. Not on the handle of your best friend's bike and not on your neighbor's dog's spike. Any tissues on these 2 pages? Yep, there's a box right there. See, there's Kleenex right there, and they're still wiping it on their dog. Gross. Not on the knob of your brother's door, not on a purple dinosaur. Yep, there's some tissue right there.
Yeah.
I don't think he has any. We have Kleenex in our car, don't we?
Yeah, we have a pack.
Yep.
We have 2 packs.
Nobody likes the sad, sad booger. Will you help me turn this booger frown upside down? You will? Then put me in my happy place if I can't stay on your face. A tissue is the place to be for a cute little booger like me.
That's easy.
So make sure if you have to blow your nose that you're not touching your face, go get a tissue and use a tissue for your nose and then throw the tissue directly in the garbage and then wash your hands for 20 seconds.
I like
Wyatt, what do we sing here at home when we wash our hands?
happy birthday 2 times or the ABCs.
Right. Okay. All right. Now we're going to read a book by one of my favorite authors, and she's also a good friend of mine. Her name's Diane Albert, and she wrote a whole bunch of books to do with art. And this one is one of my favorites. It's called Invisible Scribble. And when this is over, we are going to do a little art project. Okay, Wyatt?
Okay.
All right. So Diane does the words and the pictures for all the books that she writes. All right, here we go. She has 2 kids named Ryan and Anna. So she writes her books for her own children. This story is strange, and I think you'd agree. It's about a scribble you just cannot see.
How can it be a scribble?
I don't know. How can it? If you can't see it, how can it be a scribble?
Oh,
I wonder.
I know.
Don't tell. You don't tell. Let everybody at home figure it out too.
What if I want to do it?
Each day he would try to spin and twirl, hoping just once he'd see a bright swirl. But sadly, it was always the same. That's how he got his invisible name. I wonder if anybody at home has ever felt invisible, like people are ignoring you maybe, or lonely or left out.
I have.
Look at the other scribbles, though. They're really colorful, aren't they? And he's not. All the other scribbles were such a sight. Red, blue, and green were oh so bright. Teal and magenta had incredible flair, and yellow and purple made the perfect pair. Invisible would watch them frolic all day. Frolic means play, but didn't have the confidence to ask them to play. He worried he wouldn't fit into the group because he couldn't make a colorful loop. Oh, so he's worried because they're all colorful and he's not. So he doesn't think he fits in. He's different. Lonely and confused, he stared at the display. Oh, look at, they all did an art project, didn't they? And said to himself, why can't I look that way? Why can't anyone see me instead of nothing at all? I wish I was good enough to be up on that wall. Oh. Red could hear that Invisible was so sad and said, maybe we could help. We have color to add. But what if Blue and I spun around really quick? Maybe some of our color would fly off and stick. Oh, so his friends want to help him. Do you help people at school when they're feeling lonely or left out? Do you ask them to play with you? Do you make sure your friends have someone to play at recess, someone to play with?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Invisible was shocked they were being so kind and said, that sounds great, if you don't mind. The three of them squiggled and began to play. I wonder, do you think they're going to get some color on him? Let's find out. Invisible swirled in his usual way, but this time he scribbled a light violet hue. Oh, light violet. How did he get to be light violet?
Because red and blue turns into the light violet.
So red and blue makes purple. He was finally seen. He felt so new. So they did. They red and blue mixed and they made violet. He thanked Red and Blue for having a kind heart. He took a giant leap to start his own art. Look. Interesting. You see where they did the violet on the piece of paper, and now there's like a white scribble left over.
Oh, yeah.
But when he landed, he was invisible once more. He couldn't believe it. It was the same as before. Invisible cried out, now can you see? There must be something wrong with me. Oh. With his head tilted down, he slowly walked away and said, I'll just stand here and watch you all play. Nothing's wrong with you, Orange said with a shout. We are here for you. We will figure it out. Have you ever heard of the fun Splatter Crew? They can change colors like chameleons do. Splatter. I wonder what kind of art splatter is.
I know.
Oh, it's paint. Look. When the paints heard their name, they arrived in a hurry. They got all mixed up and became a bit blurry. They were having so much fun that they just weren't aware the invisible scribble was standing right there. Sometimes that happens. If you and your friends are having a lot of fun at recess, you might not notice that somebody else doesn't have anyone to play with. So I like to kind of look around the recess or look around and see if anybody needs a friend to play with. It happens so fast. And oh, how they splashed when they accidentally collided and crashed. What do you think is going to happen next? They all collided and crashed.
He's going to have a bunch of colors.
You think so? You think a bunch of their colors are going to splash onto him? That is so pretty, isn't it, Wyatt? Isn't that cool? Paint covered Invisible from head to toe. Then something great happened. He started to show. His form resisted the paint. His colors shined through. Invisible cheered, my dream came true. I thought all this time I was invisibly drawn, but my color just matched the paper I was on. What color was he?
White.
So he wasn't an invisible scribble. He was white. He just didn't even know. Invisible was excited to create more art, but quickly noticed he couldn't start. I've run out of paper. I can't even try. Then he noticed a snippet standing by. So a snippet is a little snippet of paper. Snippet was kind and knew just what to do and said, I have some paper in a colorful hue. I bet you can make a beautiful scene with some navy blue and forest green. You find out? Oh, look. Snippet grabbed the paper for Invisible to try out. We believe in you, they all said with a shout. Invisible jumped on to give it a whirl. You could see every twist and every swirl. He was so happy he yelled to everyone, let's all create. It'll be so much fun. So they're using different colored paper now because he's a white scribble. You can't, if you use white, he won't show up, right? Splatters filled the space above and below, and the snippets made structures all in a row. The scribbles added texture with wiggly lines. There were so many wonderful, bright, new designs. Look at this beautiful art project. This is something you can do at home today. You can get a big piece of paper and paint it with all different colors. And after it dries, you can make little snippets with construction paper, and you can glue those on. And then you can take your crayons and you can make little characters or make little designs with your crayons. You can use paints, construction paper, and crayons to make this beautiful, beautiful picture like this. We might do that later. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
I can't believe it, Invisible proclaimed. I'm on the wall and finally framed. Can you see Invisible in this picture? You see Invisible scribble? Where's Invisible scribble? Do you see him? He's right there, but he's not invisible anymore, is he?
I thought you meant on you.
Oh, here's some white too, look. Your kindness grew my self-esteem and gave me the courage to fulfill my dream. Thank you all for believing in me. I once felt hidden, but I now can see that each of you helped fill my heart and made me see I was always art. So even if you feel invisible, you're not. Everybody is special and everybody has gifts and things to contribute, right, Wyatt? Then in the back of the book, there's some next steps. There's some questions you can ask, like, Wyatt, why do you think the main character's name is Invisible?
Because he was white and he was on white paper and they couldn't see him.
Yeah, and maybe he felt invisible too, like the other scribbles were ignoring him. And then there's some craft ideas. Help the children create their own works of art with stickers, scribbles, paints, and snippets. Make sure to include Invisible scribble. Okay, now we're going to do our little art project, Wyatt, okay? So here's what we're going to do. At home, all you need is a piece of paper. You need a piece of white paper. Yeah, Wyatt, why don't you bring that up here. You need a piece of white paper, a white crayon, and any color of markers. You can also use paints, but we had markers more readily available. So I'm going to wait for you to get those things out. I'll wait a couple of seconds here, a couple minutes. So a piece of white paper, a white crayon, and some markers or some paints. Either one will work. But that's not, your stuff is over there, remember? Can I have my white crayon and marker back? You can take that paper. Wyatt's going to make one too. Okay, and I'm going to use my nifty little, on the floor, honey. On the floor. Need my nifty little easel here. Sure. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create now you can either, dude. Okay, apparently Wyatt's taking over. That's fine. Why don't you just use this piece of paper? I'll take this one, okay? Now you can either create a picture or a secret message for someone to read.
Yeah.
So on your piece of paper with your white crayon, either draw a picture or write a message with some words. Okay? And then when you're done, you're gonna color over the whole thing with whatever color markers you want to use. Okay, so let's do that. And then we would love to see if people at home want to take a screenshot of your picture and post it in the comments. We would love to see your picture. So why don't you do that really quick? Why either draw a picture with your white crayon or write a message. Okay, and I'm going to do one too. So draw a picture with your white crayon or write a message on your paper. Well, draw a picture.
No.
Oh, okay, fine. They're still watching. Okay, I wrote a secret message. Now you can't really see what mine says yet. Look, but it's on there. Now I'm gonna give my secret message to Wyatt, and I'm gonna let him color it to see if you can figure out what it is. Or are you coloring yours? Can I color yours and you can color mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's showing up. Look. Isn't that cool? And you can switch and use a different color marker if you want to make it look really neat like this. Ooh, look at that one. There's a whole bit of markers over there, Wyatt, if you want to go get a different one. All right, so Wyatt's is showing up. Wyatt, you want to put that here, and you can color it if you want to put it over the top of mine. You want to put it on this side?
It says, hi, Wyatt. I love it.
Oh. You're supposed to color it to read the message.
But
Okay,
what if
now-
I already know this? Hi,
Here.
Wyatt. I love
Your marker's not very good.
you. Hug.
Okay, so here's my secret message.
Hi,
And the darker you make it
Wyatt.
with your white crayon, the better it shows up. I don't think I colored it dark enough. Mine is not really showing up that well. Okay. Oh yeah, that one shows up better. It says hi Wyatt. So
It says hi, Wyatt.
again, you can make messages and give them to people to color, or this is a fun way to practice spelling at home too. We used to do this in my classroom. So no, we're not going to do that. So in my classroom, I would tell my students a word that I wanted them to practice writing, and they would write it with a white crayon, and then they would color or paint watercolor over the top, and it would show up and we could see if they got it right. So if you're looking for ways to help your kids with spelling or writing, this is a fun way to do that. Okay, Wyatt, that's our art for the day. Maybe not for the whole day, but for now. Let's do some math. Do you have your whiteboard ready? Why don't you sit on this side now? Okay, so we're gonna do some adding math today. Some adding, okay? Why use this one? It has a magnet. Why don't you bring your chairs on this side of the table? Okay, here we go, level 1. I'm gonna tell you a story, and I wanna see if you can solve it, okay? There were 4 birds in the tree. 3 birds flew away. How many birds are left? Shh, don't tell people. There were 4 birds in the tree. I like to either draw a picture, and I don't draw birds very well, so I just use circles or X's. 4 birds in the tree. 3 birds flew away. How many birds were left? 1, and this is what Wyatt drew. Can I show? Wyatt wrote a subtraction number sentence. 4 minus 3 is 1, because if they're flying away, you're taking 3 away. All right, if you got 1, good for you. Let's go to the next level.
Yeah.
All right, level 2. Here we go, level 2. If you're at home watching and you want to chime in with your answers, that'd be awesome. Okay, level 2, let's see. There were, Wyatt had 12 pennies. He spent 8 pennies at the store. How many pennies does he have left? You know what's funny? I said we were going to do addition, and we're not. We're doing subtraction. I think that's kind of funny. Wyatt had 12 pennies. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He spent 8. How many does he have left? 4. Now, if some kids don't have to draw these pictures, they just know their facts by heart. Another way to do this is start at 8, and how much do you need to go with to 12 from 8? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or you can go 8 plus 4 is 12, or 8 and 2 is 10 if you know your tens facts, and 2 more equals 12. So altogether, it's 4. Okay, let's do another one. Next level, Wyatt. Level 3. Okay. Wyatt had 27 cupcakes. Cammie ate 19. How many cupcakes were left? Figure it out. Wyatt had 27 cupcakes. Cammie ate 19. How many cupcakes are left? I'm going to give you a couple minutes to figure it out. There's lots of different ways to solve this problem, so you can do it whatever makes sense for you. Okay, so one way you can do it is by starting at 19 and counting up to 27. 19 to 20 is 1, 20 to 27 is 7. Altogether, that's 8. Okay? You can also add 3 to each number and make it 30 minus 22, which is 8. Or you can add 1 to each number and make it 28 minus 20, which is 8. So those are some of the different ways that we solve in our classroom at school. So if you got 8, you are correct. Okay, here's the next level. Good job, Wyatt. Okay, lots of people got 8. Good job, guys, at home. Okay, here's the next level. How about, let's see, what grade are we on? I think we're on grade 4. We better up it to 3-digit numbers. Okay, let's see.
In plus.
No, we're doing subtraction still. Wyatt had 20. Wyatt had $212. Wyatt had a lot of money. He spent $68. How much money does Wyatt have left?
1.
Figure it out. Wyatt had $212. He spent $68. How much does he have left? Yeah, good. Okay, see if you can figure it out. Okay, so one way you can do this, 68 to 70 is 2, 70 to 100 is 30, 100 to 200 is 100, and 200 to 212 is 12. So altogether, we have 140 plus 30 plus 12 plus 2, which is 144. And Wyatt's school teaches them the traditional algorithm, which is fine. He also got 144. Okay, we're going to do one more, Wyatt, and then we're going to be done for the day so people can go about their business. This is the super duper extra challenge level. Are you ready?
What's the level 5?
You ready, Wyatt?
It's the level 5.
It's the level super duper challenge. Okay. No, we're doing subtraction still.
Good.
Wyatt has $1,000. He spends $975. How much money does he have left? There's a really easy way to solve this problem. See if you can figure it out. Wyatt says 25. How'd you know that?
Because 1,000 minus 90, 975 equals 25.
But how did you know that just by looking at it?
Because it takes 25 to get to 100 from 75.
Yep, Wyatt says if you put 25 to 75, you get to the next 100. So you're right, it's 25. So that wasn't a very good challenge question, was it? That's okay. All right, guys, join us here tomorrow. Liam, you're funny. Good job, Drina. Join us here tomorrow. I don't know what books I'm going to read yet, because usually what I do is I think about it the night before when I'm trying to sleep, and then I think about what I'm going to use. But we'll think of another couple books to read you, maybe another little quick art project, maybe a little bit more math. Oh, Wyatt, you're going to do some Chinese real quick. Okay, Wyatt's going to teach a little bit of Mandarin. Wyatt, why don't you come? Why don't you do numbers? Okay, why don't you
what?
to 10? Why don't you write the numbers up? Write the number up here. People at home can practice writing it too.
Okay, the first one's easy. 1, 6, 1.
Okay, and how do you say that in Chinese?
Yeah.
So this is the number 1 in Chinese. You say it like this: E. Okay, now do the next one. Okay. How do you say that one? R. So it's E-R. 1, 2. E-R. Okay, do the next one. How do you say that number?
Sun.
Sun. Go ahead. What's that one?
S.
S. Okay, keep going. What's that one?
Ooh.
Ooh. So E-R, sun, S, ooh. Now go down here and do the rest. Yep. E-R, sun, S, ooh. Okay, 7, 8, 9, and then just do 10. Well, we're trying to keep people engaged at home, so try to make that quick. Okay, hurry up. 7, 8, 9, that's 10. Okay, count for people. E-R, sun, S, ooh, real, chi, ba, show, sure. And then when you're counting above the number 10, you just say sure E, sure R, sure sun, sure su, sir, sure. What's this one again? Ooh, sure leo, sure ba, sure chi, sure ba.
Joe.
Okay, now let's teach people one more thing in Chinese and then we're gonna go.
What is it?
Let's teach them how to say hello and goodbye. Okay, so come over here, people can see you. Say, okay, how do you say hello?
Meow.
Ni hao. And how do you say goodbye?
再见.
Sai Jian. Okay, Sai Jian, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll do a little bit more Chinese too if you're interested. Okay, come over here. Say Sai Jian.
再见.
Can you say how about why don't you teach them how to say my favorite color is blue?
我的最好的颜色是蓝色.
All right, there you go. See you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to share my video with people who have kids and might benefit from some stories, some math, some art, and a little bit of Chinese. Bye, guys.